Every time the man boards a plane, he always carries a roll of duct tape in his pocket. Once the flight reaches smooth cruising altitude, Jack heads straight to the restroom. He skillfully seals the smoke detector with the tape. Then, he takes out a lighter and a pistol, both prohibited items. That's because Jack is an air marshal. But what he doesn't know is that danger is already quietly approaching. A challenge involving the lives of 150 passengers on the plane is about to begin. When Jack returns to his seat to rest for a while, he receives a message through the internal network. At first, he is confused, but when he opens the content of the message, his brows furrow slightly. The sender not only knows that he's an air marshal, but even warns him through the network that smoking in the airplane restroom is illegal. This instantly makes Jack alert. It's clear that the person sending the message is on this very plane, but when he warily scans the cabin, he sees that nearly all the passengers in first class are asleep. The only young man using his phone is just playing a game. For safety, Jack quickly gets up and heads to the economy class to check things out. Before he can find anything, another message comes in. This time, the sender demands Jack to set a 20-minute countdown. They warn that every 20 minutes, they will randomly kill someone on the plane unless $150 million is transferred into a specific account. Jack can't help but sneer. He thinks he already knows who it is, but to be safe, he sets the countdown as instructed. Then, he walks to the galley at the back. Tom, his colleague in charge of the economy section, immediately becomes alert when he sees Jack. That's because only the two of them can send messages through the restricted network. So Jack instinctively suspects that Tom is playing a prank on him, but Tom flatly denies it. To prove his innocence, Tom hands Jack his phone. Aside from regular work reports, there's nothing suspicious in it. This makes Jack tense up again. It seems the death threat isn't fake. Tom, however, is unconcerned. After all, in a plane flying at 30,000 feet, a killer would have nowhere to hide, so it's most likely just a prank. Tom keeps trying to convince Jack not to take it too seriously, but Jack still feels uneasy. He hurries to the cockpit and explains the situation to the captain in detail. According to aviation regulations, if there is a safety threat on board, the plane must make an emergency landing at the nearest airport. However, the command center will need at least 30 minutes to check the information of all passengers. By now, 10 minutes have already passed, so Jack immediately calls the chief flight attendant and opens the cabin surveillance system. He tells her to monitor the video feed while he continues messaging the criminal. Anyone seen using a phone should be marked as a priority suspect. As the messages go out, the passengers using their phones during that time are quickly identified. Surprisingly, the most suspicious one turns out to be none other than the other air marshal, Tom.